Welcome to Cranston. We're a service that supports male and female victims of domestic abuse out in the community through a floating support-based service. Here are two of our experienced lead workers, and I will hand you over to them to explain what they do.
My name is Kauza Begum. I'm a domestic abuse lead worker. I've been working for Cranston for 2 years. I liaise with MARAC, which is a multi-agency risk assessment conference for Cranston.
My name is John and I'm a lead worker with Cranston Domestic Abuse Services. I've worked for Cranston for 2 years and I've been supporting male victims for 4 years.
So we've got some support services across Birmingham that we work in partnership. Independent Sexual Violence Advice Services for Men, Waits Community Integration Project, the Birmingham LGBT, Green Solicitors.
So Kauza, tell us something about your role as a lead worker with Cranston Domestic Abuse Service.
So I'm a domestic abuse lead worker and I support victims of domestic abuse. I also have additional role that oversees MARAC referrals into Cranston.
Could you tell us something about MARAC and what its purpose is?
So MARAC stands for Multi-Agency Risk Assessment Conference. It's a meeting where information is shared on the highest risk domestic abuse cases between statutory and voluntary organisations. The purpose of MARAC is to reduce the risk of serious harm or homicide for a victim and to increase the safety of the victim and their children.
So could you tell us how that's going to benefit a domestic abuse victim with Cranston?
So a multi-agency action plan is developed from a MARAC meeting among several specialist agencies to reduce the risk and meet the victim's support needs. For example, if it was action from the meeting for an NCDV referral to be made for a non-molestation order, that action would take place for an agency to complete that action.
Good morning, Cranston. John speaking. How may I help you? Yes, I can do that for you. I'll just have to take a few details from you, if that's okay. And before I do that, is it okay? Is it safe for you to talk to me at the moment? It is, yes. So we can proceed. So are we okay with your title being Mr.? Yeah, fine.
How can male victims access the service?
It's really easy for them. All they have to do is phone the Cranston office and ask to make a self-referral to the Domestic Abuse Support Service. And the reception there will take their details and then will be passed on to a worker.
As a lead worker, can you give us one example of support you offer a male victim of abuse?
I think the first thing we probably would do was to reassure them that we do believe that they are a victim, and then we're going to do our best to support them. After the assessment of the support needs, different things would arise, such as maybe housing is a very important thing, correct benefits, immigration issues, child contact and staying safe, and those are the main areas of support, but it will vary with every client that comes our way because everybody's got different support needs.
What barriers does a worker face along the journey of support they offer?
Well, I would say mainly is the lack of specifically designed services for male victims of domestic abuse. We struggle to find sort of those types of services. The mainstream services such as mental health and maybe substance misuse, you can find those quite easily for anybody, but there's a lack of direct counselling and things like that for people who are identifying as victims of domestic abuse.